Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bree. If you've been watching this week's videos, you know my face is red for a reason, but I'm calm now. And I'm about to do a fun video. My top 25 hard rock and metal bands of all time. Now, I define hard rock as anyone that uses, the power chords or the deeper bass in their guitars or distortion, that grungy, grimy, you know, like guttural sound, if you will. I'm not going to distinguish between hard rock and heavy metal because different people have different opinions on what's what. Um, and some of these bands are going to upset some people because maybe some of the individuals involved in them, for one reason or another, are problematic individuals. I'm picking them based on their music and my appreciation of it and how much their music has impacted me personally in my observations of how they've affected the world as a whole or impacted music as a whole, but mostly how they affect me because that's what these lists are. This is a vlog. This channel is a vlog. I'm sharing my life with you. This is my top 25 hard rock metal bands of all time, which puts number 25 at Nine Inch Nails. Nine Inch Nails is somewhat of an anomaly because they're more accurately classified as an industrial metal band, which is more in the electronica EDM style of music than metal. But I enjoy Nine Inch Nails, some of their music, and I'm gonna enjoy their music, and I think they're worthy of my ears. Number 24 is Linkin Park. Now, I discovered Linkin Park by way of the Michael Bay Transformers movie because they did a song on the soundtrack to the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. That song sets the mood for that scene. So I bought the soundtrack, I listened to that song, and I gave their catalog a chance. And while I wasn't overall impressed with the bulk of their library, I enjoyed enough of it to say, yeah, sure, they're going to fit, they fall on the list. Number 23 is a band you may have never heard of. My girlfriend introduced me to them, and I'm just going to leave it at that. The band is Hammerfall. Check them out, they're on Spotify. Number 22 is Megadeth. Megadeth is one of the more traditionally classified as metal bands. Uh, Now, I'm not a tremendous fan of Megadeth. I really only like one or two of their songs, if I'm being honest. But I enjoy those two particular songs enough, often enough, that they made the list. Now, as a whole, their catalog doesn't interest me, but that one or two song that I do listen to, and I can't remember the title because it's in my metal playlist, but I don't remember the name of it because I have a hard time with names. But anyways, yeah, good song. Number 21 is Beastie Boys. Now, Beastie Boys are another somewhat of an anomaly because they're known as a hip hop group. Before they were a hip hop group, they were a punk rock band. So their music has dabbled in punk rock and hip hop, a little bit of grunge, a little bit of metal, other stuff. But License to Ill definitely has at least three tracks that I would 100% classify as hard rock or heavy metal. Most notably, Fight for Your Right to Party, which is an actual metal anthem. So they make the list. Number 20 is going to piss some people off and they're going to roll their eyes. I know, but this is my list, so what are you going to do? Limp Bizkit. I discovered Limp Bizkit when I was a teenager when I heard the song Rearranged. I saw the music video. It was a part of a series of music videos that were interconnected, and I liked that song. It was emotional to me, and I somewhat related to it, so I bought the CD that it was on. I also enjoyed some of their other songs, like I don't remember the names. I know I liked Break Stuff, and I did listen to Nookie because it was on MTV all the goddamn time. So I was familiar with it. I liked the CD as a whole. That CD, I didn't like their other CDs because I bought both of them because I thought this is good. Maybe I like their other stuff. I didn't. But I like that CD enough that Limp Bizkit makes the list, even though by and large they're not very well respected as a band. I get it. But moving on. Number 19 is Ozzy Osbourne. Now, I don't give a flying fuck about Ozzy Osbourne as a guitarist or as a singer, as a person, as a rocker, or as a celebrity, but I like a couple of his songs. Most notably, my favorite song by him is Bark at the Moon. And that song by itself put him on this list because I listen to it pretty much almost every day or every other day, but multiple times a week. Number 18 is the Scorpions. The Scorpions, again, they only have two songs I like. I'm not going to name them. You can probably guess what they are. I discovered one of them from a movie that I watched as a kid. The video also came on VH1, MTV a lot. So I really like the Scorpions because of those two songs. I'm going to breeze through some of the rest of these because there's not a lot I can say. I'm going to be saying the same thing. Iron Maiden, I like one song, but it's a really good song. Skid Row, I like the one song. It's a really good song. Motley Crue, I like a few of their songs, but they're the only legitimate rock band, like that isn't a Christian rock band or a local band I've ever seen in concert. It was for work, but it still counts. So I enjoy Dr. Feelgood. Who doesn't? Number 14 is Nirvana. Now, I hate Kurt Cobain. I hate him. I hate everything he stood for. I hate grunge music. And I hate Nirvana as a band. But I'll be goddamned if I didn't listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit just like everybody fucking else. You know what? I did. You know I did. I would be a liar if I said I didn't. And I did. And I have the CD. And I do listen to that one song a lot. That song pretty much was the anthem for my generation. Number 13 is Power Man 5000. This one's confusing to be on this list because I only discovered them like 6 months ago. Literally never knew who they were before 6 months ago. I found out who they were by accident. I was watching a YouTube video on horror movie music, and they just so happened to be talking about the soundtrack to Freddy vs. Jason, which I thought was a pumping soundtrack. And I found out one of their songs was on that soundtrack. And so, out of curiosity, I explored some of their catalog and found out I actually like them. I like a lot of their songs, more than one or two. So I made a whole playlist of songs that feature multiple Power Band 5000 songs. And finding out later in life uh, that he's related to Rob Zombie was like good for me. Good enough. Number 12 is Dokken. My favorite movie of all time is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Dokken did the theme song to Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. What are you going to do? Number 11 is Twisted Sister. I'm a trans woman. Twisted Sister was somewhat of a trans icon when I was growing up. Now, problematic today, yes, but they still work, and I still listen to their music. Number 10 is Quiet Riot. They've got more than 3 songs I like, so that bumps them higher up on the list. And one of those songs, Metal Health, is a really good song. I listen to it a lot. Number 9 is Metallica. Metallica shouldn't even be on this list because I hate Metallica and everything they stand for and everything they do. I hate their fans. I hate everything I hate their sound. I just hate Metallica. But Enter the Sandman is a gift from the gods. That song transcends everything I hate about Metallica. It's just a goddamn good song. I'm a horror fan. I'm going to like music that reminds me of horror themes. And that song does it. It puts me in the mood for watching horror movies and the same mindset I get when I watch horror movies. Number 8 is Def Leppard. I'm not going to get into why I like Def Leppard. It's personal. It's none of your business, but I like them. They're number 8. Leave it there. Number 7 is Judas Priest. This is a band I discovered 4 or 5 years ago, and I really liked them. They've got a lot of good songs, and I listen to them fairly regularly. Number 6 is AC/DC. AC/DC has the distinct pleasure of having the most by number songs I like out of these bands, except for number 1, which is coming up, obviously. Now, I'm not going to say I've never heard a bad AC/DC song or a song they did I didn't like, but I've heard more songs I did like by them than I didn't like, so rock on, dudes. Rock on. All right. Number 5 is Wrapped. This is another one that it comes down to one song, but there's also a personal reason I'm not going to get into why I like Wrapped. And that one song is very special to me. Unfortunately, because of the personal thing, I can't tell you what that song is, but I'm going to move on. Number 4 is Alice Cooper. Again, he has ties to horror movies, Friday the 13th, etc. Nightmare on Elm Street. He played Freddy Krueger's dad in Freddy's Dead. He's a horror icon I'm going to have to talk about at some point on my other show, Horror Trans. He's got a lot of songs I like. He's another one where I like more of his songs than I dislike. Hate the person, love the music. Number 3, I only really like one of their songs. But there are other songs I've heard. If they're on in the background, I'm not going to turn it off. I'm not going to change the channel. But it's Within Temptation. Now, the reason I like Within Temptation is because they did a song called Faster. Faster is a personal song to me and my girlfriend. It's like our shared romantic song that we share together. We play it with each other. It's the song we listen to when either one of us wants to get in the romantic mood. So that song is very special to me. So obviously that's going to rank the band very high on this list. Number 2, going by the numbers, but also by the aesthetic and everything else about them, horror, comic books, toys, video games. Number 2 is Kiss, because they're marketing to horror fans. They know their audience, and they just happen to make some good songs. Now, Kiss has more songs I don't like than do like by the numbers, but they just so happen to have enough songs I do like. And I love Detroit Rock City, the album, but also the movie. Love it to death, the movie. And the song is okay. So Kiss is very high on my list because I listened to a lot of Kiss growing up. Number 1, I know is going to upset some people, especially metalheads. They're going to be screaming at the video and typing away in the comments. No, they're not, because they're not going to even see this video. Number 1 is Marilyn fucking Manson, also known as Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. Again, it goes back to horror, but it also goes to, he likes to dress up, the band members like to dress up like women, so cross-dressing. That appeals to me as a trans person who was in the closet in the 90s. But also, I love their music. Now, Marilyn Manson, by the numbers, is the only band on this list I've never heard a song by them I didn't like. I own 3 of their CDs. Smells Like Children, Antichrist Superstar, and Mechanical Animals. I listen to songs from all 3 of those albums literally every day. Every fucking day. I just did a video on why I don't like vinyl records, because I prefer CDs, because CDs are technologically superior to vinyl records, and I'm not going to go over it again. Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar is on my list of albums to get on record, on vinyl. I want records because I have nostalgia for them. I have, it's a preference. I like the artwork. I like them as a collectible. I do not listen to them. I buy them as a collectible. But I will buy Antichrist Superstar if it exists on vinyl. If it doesn't, I'm good enough with the CD, because the CD is superior anyways. It's the one I'm going to listen to. Well, more accurately, I'm going to listen to it on Spotify, which isn't as good as the CD, but it's good enough, so it works. It's fine. And that's my list of top 25 hard rock and metal bands. I am 100% nobody agrees with this list, but I hope you enjoyed learning more about me as a person anyways. Stay cool.